you throw it like this? Do you throw it like this? Let's have a quick tutorial on it and we'll do this move. I'll move this back a little bit so that you can see what I'm going to do. This is it's my favourite shot, my favourite of all shots, but there is nothing guaranteed to create more arguments than just go onto any boxing forum tonight and say palm in or palm down and just watch the world explode. Literally everyone will argue about this to the nth degree about it. There is a reason. Both work in different circumstances. Okay, so the head hook from here, like this. There's your one, there's your two. The head hook is number three. You should keep this hand here as you do it. Don't drop it away like this. People sometimes ask, well, you know, do I need to pull it back to throw the thing? No, if it's following a two, you don't, because it's already there on that side. The weight is on this leg. So have a look at this. There. Now I'm doing this palm in, but I will demonstrate palm down as well, like that. Throw the shot there, and you can angle it to different angles like this. What is important is that your wrist is straight. That's the most important thing. Whether it's here or here, this wrist must be straight. Contact with all four knuckles. Forget anything you've read in a martial arts book about throwing the hook and landing with the outside knuckles here. No one is that good, and you'll break your hand if you try to do that. It's enough that you just try and hit the target at all. That's the thing. Now the difficulty is as well that when you are throwing the hook, it's a short range shot, that's medium range shot, sorry, like this, as opposed to a long range shot like this. So you're going to have to step in like this, which is very difficult for a beginner to do. And that's where we get to this point of, do we talk about doing this or doing this? Right, with my glove, I shall demonstrate something to you. Okay, in an amateur boxing match, the boxer must hit with the knuckle part of the glove here. If they hit with this part here, it's called slapping, and the referee will warn them and possibly disqualify them, okay? Now, if I am in a position where I'm close like this, I can throw the hook and I will land with the glove part here. If I'm further back and further away, I will have to turn it over there, or when I hit, I will be hitting with the inside of the glove there. And even further back, it's not uncommon for a boxer to invert the punch this way and to punch like that in order to land it there. But a boxer that is good and skillful will be able to land that without throwing any real power, but just to land a scoring blow. And that's what they want to do. Now, why do we sometimes throw the punch like this? Now, sorry, I should mention, in professional boxing, we can throw it this way or this way. We can do either. Now, in fitness, it is different. In fitness, we should always throw the punch like this, because, especially with your beginners, because they might miss the bag. Now, the problem is, let me show my other glove on. When I punch this bag, it begins to move like this. So I'm now hitting a moving target. And if I throw my punch around the back there, and if I miss here, this will then compress the scaphoid bone here against the radius bone here, and it will break. If, however, I throw my punch and I miss, and I'm in this position here, like this, all that happens is I slap the back of the bag, so it's a bit safer. So for beginners and for fitness, this. For amateur boxers, this. Let me show you a couple of little variations. I love going into this shot off a roll, like that. Throw the shot there, or even throw them there, and you can double it up by rolling underneath like this. That works really well. Another popular variation, and it gained popularity, the name gained popularity when Floyd Mayweather first mentioned this as what he called a check hook. Now, there are lots of ways to do what you term a check hook. You can step back into it, you can lean back into it, but basically as my opponent is advancing towards me like this, I throw the hook like that. My favourite one, without any doubt, is to pivot out of it. So my back foot will just swing round. I don't lean forward, I just swing the back foot round as I hit with this. It's important that my hand lands slightly before I move my foot, otherwise I'll fall over. So make sure the hand lands first, and it kind of pushes your back leg round. So there, and then as they come in like here, like that, there. I'll demonstrate that again from this side. There, like that. My foot moves around and it pivots. In order to pivot safely, just lift the heel off the floor slightly like that, and then throw like that. In order to get more power into your hook, there is one trick that beats all other tricks. Whether you roll into it, whether you slip into it, or whether you follow across with it, what will develop more power is by plantar flexing your lead foot, by driving that toe into the ground hard. The ball of the foot gets driven hard into the ground. Keep this hand here, defend yourself there. That is where you're going to develop power. You've got a lot of rotation going into this on a short lever. It's very, very powerful. And an interesting fact about the lead hand head hook, it's actually your fastest punch. Now, a lot of people think the jab is the fastest punch. It's not. We've measured it in a sports science lab. If you're doing it right, your lead hand head hook is your fastest punch, and it is 20 to 25% faster than any other punch you can throw. That's an interesting fact. And if you've got those punch trackers, you can measure it yourself too. And if it's not 20% faster, you are doing it wrong. Good luck with that, guys. That is the lead hand head hook.